News tonight, we revisit an April Fool's joke that actually wasn't a joke. We take a closer look at the matches played during yesterday's LCS. And before we end, we examine the groups for Code A GSL Season 2. All this and more on tonight's news. Greetings from Studio Babelsberg in Berlin, Germany. My name is Dan Cho. Today is April the 2nd, and on this day in esports history, 1 year ago, the voting for League of Legends Championship Series had begun for the All-Star match, allowing summoners to choose the best roles for each region to represent them and fight for the glories later in Shanghai, China. Can't wait to see the Paris All-Star Games for this year. We start today's news with recovered yesterday's stories from what many fans assumed to be April Fool's pranks. First, over in the StarCraft 2 universe, Lim J. Duck, also known as Nestea, has officially parted ways with Incredible Miracle. The multi-GSL winner and creator of the universe, according to Tastosis, is now a free agent. Before joining Incredible Miracle in 2010, he used to be a Zerg coach for KT Rolster for 4 years, back when he was known as Zerg Bong. For his consistency in the beginnings of StarCraft 2, GSL named the Nestea Award after him for qualifying for GSL Code S 10 consecutive times. Only Nestea himself, MVP, and Dong Regu managed to earn that award until now. Despite the 31-year-old Zerg player's blistering start to Wings of Liberty as the best Zerg walking the earth, his latest performances have not nearly been as strong as before. He recently failed to qualify for the WCS America Round of 16, where he lost against Protoss' Alicia and Oz. Nestea is currently a client for the Global Esports Manager Group, standing side by side with players like MC, Lenok, former teammate MVP, and Bomber. We reached out to Gem and received confirmation that this is indeed not an April Fool's joke. Nestea's StarCraft 2 future is unknown as of yet, although there are rumors of him joining Acer. We'll keep you posted if there's an update available. Another April 1st story that has now been verified by OnGamers.com is the announcement of the next $11,000 Hearth2P.com tournament. A couple months back, 2P.com held their first Hearthstone North America vs. China tournament featuring players from the regions. In the end, North America won 4-3. Yesterday, they announced their second installment will feature Chinese masters playing against the European forces. They will fight for a prize pool of $11,000 in a Swiss format with a top 16 cutoff. Each player will be guaranteed to participate based off the best win rates in the top 8/16 tournament. For more information about this, if you're interested, head over to ongamers.com and 2p.com for the full details. Today is a momentous occasion for Hearthstone as it begins the very first ranked play season, which is a prelude for the official Hearthstone iPad release. Pandemonium, as they call it now, will last as long as any season in the future, which is 1 month. All ranks have been reset and players will receive bonus stars based on their previous season's performance. The reward for this season is a Pandaria card back for hitting rank 20. Players can also aim for the legend rank and receive a fancy legend card back, as you see on your screen. They have announced that the top ranked players across all seasons will be invited to a grand tournament later this year based on their overall performance. That almost sounds like a second Innkeeper's Invitational for BlizzCon. Head over to battle.net for more information. Good luck, and may the RNG be with you on ladder. There's more sweet team news in Counter-Strike. When you think of prominent teams in the scene, the first name to come up in everyone's mind is Ninjas in Pajamas. Yesterday, on the 1st of April, the European Esports Organization announced the very first collaboration between esports and a chocolate company, previewing the official NIP chocolate bar. Of course, fans and industry folks alike thought that this was a mere April Fool's prank and was nodded off with a smile. Today, however, NIP officials actually confirmed the plans at the product with pictures on Twitter. They said, quote, "We are thrilled by the response we got, and it shows that we had the right idea from the start. The chocolate bar will be available for both web shops and regular stores from May onwards." This marks the first time in esports history for a professional team to have their own food brand. Make sure to order your share at nip.gl and work on your bikini figure for the upcoming summer. When we come back, we take a look at the insane match between EG and Team Liquid during the Star Series America Finals. We talk about the beginning of the last LCS week, and later Game 5 chips in with the League of Legends news and their LPL update. Fasten your seatbelts. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the desk. The European LCS Spring Splits last week had started and was already packed with action as Fnatic was able to break Alliance's win streak of 8. Let's briefly recap the games. Over the course of the 51-minute game, Fnatic held a slight upper hand for nearly the entire game. Alliance prolonged the game to the max as they had a stronger late game composition with greater team fight potential. However, at the 40-minute mark, they gave it away with a poorly positioned engagement, leading to Fnatic taking Baron and building up a solid lead. Afterwards, Fnatic won another team fight through superior raw damage output, leading to the Nexus takedown. On the other hand, though, Fnatic lost their second game against SK, and as a consequence, SK is now on top of the standings with 15 wins. Fnatic has 15 wins as well, but one additional loss as they've played 26 matches in total. Rocket and Alliance are sitting in third place, followed by Gambit Gaming, who surprisingly lost against the sixth place Copenhagen Dogges. Still holding strong in last place, albeit with a single victory added, is Millennium. Here are the highlights between the game between Alliance and Fnatic.
And we see actually Cyanide coming down here. Could they go for a dive?
3v2, they've got the Siege minion there, but well, Alliance have got a big wave of minions. They're going to lock up onto Shook, but that may not be the target. Instead, he jumps away. He goes towards Cyanide. Cyanide repels, gets away to the minions that had already gone. Leash is not going to land. Shook managing to outtime that one. Blue buff is possibly going to get smited away as Cyanide comes in. He wants to get vision, gets the smite down,
of course.
Gets the solar flare on towards him as well. Now Wicked dives in there with the intervention on him. They're going to try and focus Peke, but he can just distortion away. And now the rest of them, they get the condemn on Wicked. It forces him in there. Soaz is trying to pick a target out, but Tabs instead is too mobile to track him down. Now they're going to dive on Wicked. Wicked's so low, but he gets away as well. It's a messy fight. Shook jumps back in. I'm not sure why, but instead he's going to get closed out. No, he gets the kill. Soaz goes down. Peke was the one that got it. Peke himself will go down as well to Tabs. It was a really reckless ending to that fight.
But they're very strong here, so that's why they don't spread out in the lanes. That's why they don't push them up, because if Froggen goes up here, Teleport actually coming in, there will be a fight.
So as had gone down the bottom, they spotted him. Yellowstar's going to get focused out here, put a lot of good damage down in fairness, but he will get dropped early on. Wicked uses that Dragon Descent. It's going to be reckless to try and focus on towards they see Cyanide. He's repelled, but he's only going to come straight back into the rest of Alliance. He goes down. It's a double for Wicked, and now they're continuing to chase in. Reckless gets chased down by Tabs. Fantastic stuff. Peke off at the side there, but Alliance can go straight back in. And comes in there. It is a Siege minion. Will they try and go for this one? Wicked goes in, takes all that front-loaded damage. Soaz getting locked up. The Colin coming out. He gets blocked off. Yellowstar saves the day. Peke comes around the back, gets a burst down on towards Shook, but they have taken the turret. Now Cyanide's running for it. It's only the inhibitor they're going to go for. They only want the objectives, and then they'll back out.
And now Alliance can back out here. Yes, they lost a member, but still got the turret.
You're going to have to throw a ward down. Cyanide getting caught out there. Not too sure if they realized the Dark Binding and covered. They didn't really execute on towards it. Now they do. Cyanide getting caught down. He's going to jump in towards it. Reckless doing damage from the side here, though. This is a good fight maybe for Fnatic. They've got themselves choked in towards the corner, and that works wonders for the distortion. We see Peke going in. Wicked taken low. Reckless gets himself one. They jump on towards the next. Yellowstar focusing down. Shook taken so low. Tabs is going to get focused up. He's going to get caught down. Froggen goes down. Reckless gets himself a double. The choke point was disastrous for Alliance.
And now they actually started here with only 3 members. They're waiting for Alliance to come in, and then they can jump them.
Just on towards Nif. That's going to be Nif pops just like that. No ultimate available. Teleport from Wicked on towards the Baron pit. They're going to back away. The Cullen doing work here, but Soaz blocking it off nicely. He's found out Froggen. Can he get around the side? No, he can't.
No.
That binding goes down. Intervention from Froggen. They haven't really got the damage on the right items. They're going to go down towards Reckless. That's a pounce on. Shook's doing damage. Reckless is forced away, but they're putting the damage down in the right places. And Fnatic are shredding Alliance apart. Wicked, the only remaining member, and Reckless chasing on towards him. They don't care. They're going for the mid turret.
A lot of great action, but the day wasn't solely about the hardcore LCS matches. Riot gave their viewers further entertainment with a hilarious ultra rapid fire show match between Cloud9 and Team Solo Mid, packed with awesome gimmicks.
You can hear the players a little bit.
Something else.
Wait, can you build CDR on top of the CDR you have?
No. Don't get any CDR runes or masteries. They're useless.
Can you build CDR on top of the more CDR that you get?
80% is the cap.
Yeah.
CDR items are basically novelty items at this point.
Yeah, just kind of wear them. A little bit of bling for you. You see.
There's not very many dashes in this game. That is a missed opportunity, I'd have to say, except for Odd One's Maokai. He's going to be his passive because it stacks up based on spellcast. Every Odd One tag will be healing Odd One for a percentage of his maximum health. Listen to that
There
chatter.
is so much chatter going. It sounds like a cafeteria right now on each team. Just can't even figure out what's happening.
2 Luxes is one thing to note. So there's going to be lasers everywhere.
I like that. So it won't actually be the final spark, but it might be, depending on if it's the second one or not.
One of the 300 sparks.
So as we get into the game, let's take a look at who you guys think is going to win. This is a very tough vote, but according to LOLesports.com, 50% of you think TSM will prevail. And a different 50% of you think that Cloud9 will win. Engagement, but everybody's trying to figure out what the other person really has. What's the cooldowns like? How much damage can I do?
Well,
who can I do it to?
If there's one thing to note, level 1 is a much more interesting place right here in this new season we're going to be having. That is a lot of goo on the ground.
Oh my lord. It's a
That's a cake!
Oh! He can have his cake and eat it too. Ultra rapid fire mode delivers. The cake is not a lie here. Almost a minute and 20 seconds into this game, and everybody is neck and neck, looking for blood.
Odd One is continuing to put saplings in the jungle.
Chat, and it looks like they are trying to get right back to lane to do it again. We should not really be seeing any attack speed being built by the AD carries, just damage.
We don't even
Just
have an AD
damage.
carry in this game, actually.
What we
Because,
do?
well, Jace, maybe.
We got
maybe
balls.
He'll go base. Meteos, we'll see what he builds.
Balls is Ezreal. It's a
They're
little
killing that
off.
church pretty fast. He's just using Qs because he can.
Remember that attack
those
speed.
shields.
It's going to be a little bit more.
One thing, though, Wild Turtle Xerath, he has to stop for the charge-up time on his Q.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's not an instant cast like some of those other guys, but it didn't stop them from getting some kills in that bottom lane. A lot of lasers down there.
Seems like they quickly figured out that it's indefensible.
That was a bad call by Dyrus, one would say.
The Earth playlist will be available temporarily for a limited time. Congratulations to Cloud9 who did take the match. Make sure to hop online and give it a go for yourself. In the Dota 2 realm of things, yesterday saw the American division of the Star Series come to a conclusion. We have seen 3 epic matches between EG versus Team Liquid. Both teams fought with everything they had.
Well, they have better late game than EG. Ember Spirit is actually not that great of a late game hero.
Blink. There's a stomp on Mason as well, but is there follow-up? TC comes in, he doesn't have his ultimate, but he Blade Furies. Nice disruption, buying him time. Very well done, but Mason will still fall. The overgrowth comes through, connects on everyone, and suddenly it's just a train wreck for Liquid. 2 dead. Universe cleaning up, 3 will fall, and it might be more. Universe, will he go for the Quake for kill as well here? On the backside, Arteezy found 1 more. That's 4 dead, and they're not done just yet. Universe jumping in deep, they've corralled him. It's an ultra kill for Arteezy.
No.
PPD with the huge overgrowth turns the game. Is there any follow-up? They center all. They're just gonna dive him. Chen's going deep. PPD though, he has found everyone, but is there backup? Sleight of Fist comes through. Universe joins the fray. This could be the wombo combo. This could be it. This is it. 3 dead for EG, just crushing through Liquid. Quakefa joins the fray, tries to bring down Mason, but the disruption's there. It's 4 dead. PPD, another masterful overgrowth. It's a team wipe. Liquid once again underestimate the tree, and they pay dearly.
How did they not kill the tree there?
But if they even popped the drum charge. They really want to contest this. Roche low but not dead yet. Is it going to happen in time? TC's got to finish it off. In comes EG. He does get the Aegis. Now EG in a bad position, and Demon looking for the epicenter coming from the high ground. He jumps in. He connects on 2. Huge damage from Demon. 2 will fall. The Aegis expended, and now a great Fiend's Grip from Wave 2, locking Mason down. He's not dead yet, but he will get picked off. 3 heroes fall. They only lose Bulba's Batrider. Watching it with the BKB, and now Demon says, you know what, I want to fight too. Epicenter's at the ready, it's gonna come through, connects on everyone, huge AoE damage done, and Liquid just start blowing them up, and we're going to a game 3, ladies and gentlemen. The support's caught on the backline, Wave 2 melts instantaneously, and Quakefa goes in the fight. The Doom's on Arteezy, he's got no buyback, he's gonna go down. Liquid kill him off, no Arteezy for 100 seconds. Can they win without him? PPD falling, and they just don't have the damage. Bulba brings down another. Universe with the double kill on the backside, but Tinker has buyback. What's he? Wait, easy. EG for 20 long seconds, and straight onto the throne they go. There is a glyph here for EG. Maybe Arteezy goes for the base trade. The Mega Creeps beginning to work on the tier 4s. They're falling. The periphery buildings are almost gone. Liquid are running out of buffers here. Another arrow onto Quakefa. There's a blink in. The Hex is there. They've lost the Taker. 1 minute. No buyback. It's just not enough, and Arteezy's up. 1 second. The respawn's here. Straight towards middle go. He songs. He says the jig's up, Liquid. It's checkmate. Your throne's exposed. You can't TP back. We're the real boys in blue, and EG are going to Kiev. It looks like the throne just under absolute siege. This Dire throne still healthy for now. TC, he wants to bring the Dire throne down, but he can't do it alone. And the creeps just keep marching in. Now Arteezy, he goes for the final move. Boots of travel in, and EG are your Star Ladder America champions. They're going to Kiev.
Wow, what a game. Woo! That was an exciting end.
Series. EG takes out Team Liquid and secures their spot in the Star Ladder Land Finals that will be held in Kiev. EG will be joining MVP Phoenix, DK, IG, and 4 European teams, which at the moment the current top 4 are Alliance, Empire, Roxkiss, and Cloud9. For more information, head over to starladder.tv and click on the Dota 2 section. Last week, Jay Atkins reported on the player trading between CSGO teams iBuyPower and Complexity, resulting in the signing of Swag for iBuyPower. Yesterday marked the debut for the new lineup of IBP with Swag and Steel as the 2 new players to replace Anger and Adrian. ESEA Invite Season 16 played host for the commemoration. In the online league, prized with $90,000 US, the North American team faced Mediocre Gamers, known for their famous streamer Shroud. With Season, a rather unusual map in the international CSGO scene, ESA lands Season 15 champions iBuyPower made fans curious as to how the new lineup would perform. Starting off as counter-terrorists side, the pistol round unfortunately went to Mediocre Gamers, with only AZK getting a double kill, the only ones for his team. Second round marked a rather unusual play for the competitive scene. Not a single kill happened due to IBP stacking on the wrong bomb site and not even trying to get the bomb. With 2 bombs planted and 2 rounds lost, IBP went for a full buy on the 3rd round, mostly with Famous only, but just couldn't pull it off. They lost again and were forced to eco on round 4. With great aim and aggressive play, AZK, starting only with a pistol, takes 3 kills and wins the round, finishing with a brand new AK-47. Now with the money to finally buy rifles, IBP immediately capitalized on that, going for a 4-3 lead. With an amazing performance by Skadoodle on the up, they lose the next round, evening out the score once again. First half ends with a back and forth between the 2 teams, taking rounds and a final score of 8-7 for Mediocre Gamers. Now with Skadoodle topping everyone else on the board in kills, the second half with IBP on the terrorist side, the pistol round once again goes to the Mediocre Gamers. Although Daze managed to get a great flank on the A side, the team just hesitated too long and ended up taking it over and planting the bomb. A convincing anti-eco for Mediocre extends their lead to 10-7. In the 18th round, IBP catches the team by surprise with an early buy, securing the round. And after one more, IBP kind of fell apart with team kills and weak executes, taking Mediocre to tie point 14-9. A little comeback followed with IBP taking 3 more rounds, but once again, Dazed killing his teammates in safe rounds. You might say he's a little bit too trigger happy. Mediocre thought that did not let affect their spirits, and the match ended up 16-12 in their favor. iBuyPower showed some op skills of Skadoodle, but there's still a long way to go to connect the success of the former IBP roster. After the break, we give you some insight on the upcoming CSGO bot tournament, and GameFi checks in for an update on what's going on in LPL. Plus, we walk you through the next GSL Code A season. You're watching the ESGN News. See you in a bit. Tonight is the continuation of Fight Night Hearthstone Season 5. Doggy House vs. Mana Grind continues at 21:30 CEST. But don't forget, next Monday starts Hearthstone Season 6 with Mana Grind vs. Clarity. Stay tuned here at ESGNTV.com. We've been teasing all night. Our partners at GameFi took the liberty to not only review the current season of LPL, but also to preview the upcoming season as well.
Welcome to the arena of China LPL 2014 Spring. As round 1 came to an end with numerous thrilling and intensive games, the second round is set to kick off this week. Here our Chinese partner GameFi brought us the review on the past matches. Let's have a look which champions were favoured on the Chinese LOL battlefield. On day 1 of the match, although Invictus Gaming have been gradually getting closer to their full potential, they were still dispatched by EDG, who are famous for their aggressive playstyle. Here are their thoughts about the way they play.
比赛还是要看他阵容的优劣势呀，阵容的发力点在哪里。如果我们的阵容发力点在前期，他们的阵容发力点在后期，他们前期也不会跟我们拼的。假如就举个最简单例子，像中单乐芙兰的英雄，他的发力点就是在前中期，他的伤害游走性伤害特别高。然后呢，如果拖到后期，相对于其他的像酒桶呀、吉格斯呀，吉格斯算是后期比较典型的，所以说他的伤害高 ，CD 快，然后 AOE 足，所以说就说这两个中单算是最典型的一个前期发力点和一个后期发力点。
A while ago, OMG's invincible legend had been broken down by Invictus Gaming, yet this minor setback didn't bother them at all, since later they showed no mercy against their fellow team PE, who play for the same company.
开始之前 PE 一直在对我们放狠话，然后说要2比0我们，当时就有一点大家开玩笑的样子吧。因为我们队里面关系大家都很好嘛，一起生活了1年多了这种，就比较放得开。
This time, OMG's competence impressed SDYZ, the ADC from LGD. Last week, LGD played twice in LPL Round 1 by drawing against EPHK and being defeated by EDG in a rapid 2-0. After 5 weeks of matches, we analysed the champion picks after the first half of China LPL 2014 spring schedule. According to the analysis, 25 champions appeared more than 5 times in games, among which Lucian can be said as a must-have if he has not been banned. Lee Sin and Fresh are also popular ever since S3. Then 2 hot picks, namely Shyvana and Renekton, the top lane also have very frequent appearances. On the other hand, Kassadin is really in an awkward position since he has been the most banned champion lately. According to the match data, more than 30 times he has been banned, and even when he managed to be played in games, the winning rate is lower than 30%. While Elise the Spider Queen did pretty well in all her featuring games, although she is as unpopular as Kassadin. However, it has not been difficult to predict the future of these 2 champions. It's quite obvious that Kassadin will be left out in cold after the change in his Q skill. Also, Elise will be less seen in future after her damage output has been nerfed. Besides, in recent matches, Pantheon and Morgana have been picked more and more frequently. This might mean they will be prevalent in the new meta. This week we recommend the second game from EPHK against LGD, since even the gold difference had enlarged to 10,000 in favour of LGD in mid-game. EPHK took Baron in front of LGD for twice and turned this game into a sick match. Another interesting game was played by EDG and LGD, when Clear Love LGD showed us impeccable timing for an ult teleport, by which he could be named as Pantheon Killer. Currently, both EDG and OMG are occupying the first place in the league table with 22 points each, while we overtook LGD and ranked 3rd place with help from EDG. PE still have 0 wins ever since this LPL season and are still rooted to the bottom of the table. This week, the matchup of Team We and OMG has the hallmarks of an epic encounter. The stream will be available at 1300 CET on this Sunday, and our partner GameFi will bring us more updates on China LPL 2014 Spring. Do not miss the games from Chinese top LOL teams.
Thanks, GameFi. For all things related to our Chinese partner, make sure to head over to gamefi.cn. From China over to the neighboring Korea, yesterday the groups for GSL Code A Season 2 have been drawn, and StarCraft 2 fans are in for quite a treat for great groups and incoming high-quality matches. Starting off, Group A consists of Roro, Tails, Classic, and Seed. Roro and Seed have both been champions of GSL dating back to Wings of Liberty, while Tails has won events like the 2012 G League. Classic, however, who might not have achieved as much on paper as the other players, is probably the scariest player of the group given his performance for SK Telecom in Pro League. Next up is Group H with KT Rolster's Flash, who has yet to have a true breakout StarCraft 2 performance this year. Will he show his Terran dominion in his matches against Hydra, Panic, and Shine? Next up is Innovation's group, who will play against Sora, Armani, and Dark. Innovation and Sora both have achieved quite a lot in their career last year, but they should easily walk through the group. Will they, though? With their play ever wavering, the group is full of surprises. Longtime Kodes Zerg and fan favorite Linok will try to climb back against Emotion, Myeonsik, and the legendary Brood War Terran Fantasy. Will the DreamHack Stockholm champion show us his true power once again, or will he drop out of Season 2 swiftly, just like KT Rolster got defeated swiftly by Billowy last week? With thousands of new eyes on him, Billowy will have to follow up his grand performance against Symbol, Trap, and Hitman, who is once again being hyped by Mr. Bitter. A truly interesting group. Maybe Hitman will avenge his fallen brethren. GSL Code A looks really promising. Head over to GOMEXP.com to find out more information. As we're getting closer to wrapping up the night for news, our team found what they called the funniest tournament idea in a long time. The German Counter-Strike Go community page called 99 Damage is hosting their second international bot tournament. The 4 international teams will be playing for $150,000 of in-game money. The event features the 2 German AI teams, 99 Damage Junior Bots and Uberhoven Bot, as well as Swedish Legend Bots and the Russian Bot Zdorov. The first bot tournament was a success as viewers had a great time watching computer-controlled players try to frag each other. The second will be streamed and casted in 3 languages. Noken and Venom will be the German streamcasters. Rix and Slam will be the English stream commentators. And there will also be a third Polish stream featuring Prowess. Make sure to check Twitch for the stream starting on the 5th of April at 3 p.m. CEST. That's all the news that fits to the stream. Before we finish here, let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Starting on Thursday, we have WPC 2014 featuring teams like Titan, HGC, and Tong Fu. All starts pretty early in the morning for Europe, 5:30 a.m. CEST at twitch.tv/BeyondTheSummit. Then we have the LCS NA Super Week beginning on Friday as well. All starts at 12 p.m. Pacific. And we'll be heading to the number 1 of NA. Find out what happens, twitch.tv/RiotGames. On Saturday, we have the LPL Week 7 happening in China. Positive Energy kicks it off against Royal Club. All happens in the afternoon here in Europe, twitch.tv/LPL. On Sunday, we have the GPL Grand Finals that will be taking place for the Southeast Asian regions. You can catch all the action, recaps, and VODs more at LOLesports.com. Finally, on Monday, Dream League continues with Na'Vi playing against Team Empire. Happens in the evening at 6:30 p.m. CEST. Head over to twitch.tv/DreamLeague and catch all the fun action with the good studio crew. That's all the news we have for you tonight. As always, if you have anything you'd like to share, let us know. news@ESGNTV.com. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening. Fight Night Hearthstone is coming up next.